Jess Clark here with you on the Woah Pony podcast. I am a lonesome sheep this week. Oliver Wood, a regular guest on this brilliant show, is unwell, and he was due to be with me today, and unfortunately he's stuck in his bathroom and has been all day. I actually hope he's left at this point. If that's too many details, then I apologise. Our friends have all been there. So I'm here on my own this week. I'm going to be talking about Bridezillas. I've read lots of stories online, and quite frankly, some of them are unbelievably ridiculous. And I hope you do believe me. I hope these articles are real. I'm sure they are. So before we go into it, whilst the song was playing, I wanted to get a definition of what a bridezilla is. However, what the internet told me, I cannot read out loud on the radio. It says, one ridiculous, spoiled something that thinks she is the centre of the universe just because her show, The Wedding, is 18 months from now. Everyone else in the world has to drop everything and come running to this prima donna's mind. I will just note that Urban Dictionary spelt prima donna wrong, so if you're listening, might want to get on that. The marriage will not last more than a couple of years if the groom is to be lucky. And I agree. Reading some of these stories, just to check if they were appropriate before I came into the studio today, some of them are frightening. I actually haven't read all of the stories though, because I wanted my reaction to be genuine. You know. Let's move on to the first story. So this is from a website that I found online, and this lady wrote in and said, I'm best friends with the groom, but not as close with the bride. In the past year, I started becoming close with the bride. She asked me to be a bridesmaid and got excited, and I said yes, not knowing how much trouble it would be. I was under the impression that because the bride and groom don't have much money, myself and our friends don't have much money either, that the wedding events would not cost that much. The bride is really obsessed with fairy tales and princesses, which is really cute. I mean, it's not my style, but you know. She wants the wedding and bridal shower bachelorette party to be this huge fairy tale wedding that she can't afford. She planned the bridal shower herself, but gave each of us roles. She assigned one decor item and one food item to each of us. How many friends has she got? If you're doing one each, that's a lot. She must have a lot of friends, because there's a lot of stuff you need to get for a wedding, no? Anyway, besides the point. But each item, this lady goes on to say, she wants is a lot of money. So the price is a little high for our budget. Everyone that knows her keeps saying that she has champagne taste on a beer budget. And no truer words spoken about me. I was thinking of telling her I can't afford all of that, but this happened. Her best friend chose desserts and pictures for the bridal shower. She was thinking she could make cupcakes or something like that, but the bride texted her saying she wanted certain desserts and they would cost £400 alone. Oh, dollars, sorry, this is American. Dollars. That is a lot of dollars. The girl said, I can't afford to spend $400 on bridal shower desserts. Oh, God, just on the cheesecakes. You're joking. Because we still have a huge list of other things. Yeah, right. The bride texted her back and said, I understand you work hard for your money and it's yours, but you just got your nails done and bought a pet fish. Bought a pet fish. So this is what the Bridezilla said. You just got your nails done and brought a pet fish. I really thought you'd spend the next 2 months on my wedding and then go back to buying things you want after. This is making me want to drop out the wedding. Yeah, obviously. Not using the fish. Not as a reason. See, this is the thing I can't understand. Why would somebody think that just because they're getting married, no matter how far into the future is, they are the most important person? And why do they think that if you're part of the party, you know, the wedding party, especially the bridal party, bridesmaids, maid of honour, why do they think that you, like, belong to them £400 on cheesecakes? Nah, that's not for me. Moving on to the next one. The title of this is called No Makeup Allowed. Okay. My best friend is getting married this summer and she's a bit of a bridezilla, but I figured out it has just been stressful having to cancel and reschedule her wedding and such with COVID. She ended up cutting people out of her wedding party and now it's just me and her maid of honour. Since the wedding party is small, she asked if we would be okay with doing our hair and makeup ourselves, which I was happy to do. Except today she told me that she and her maid of honour were going to be getting their hair done. Without you? Oh no. At the salon and then having a makeup artist come and do their makeup. I'm pretty hurt. Well, yeah, I would be as well, if you're the only friend that's been left out. But I don't mind doing my own hair and makeup. To be honest, I'd rather just do my own makeup since I don't like people touching my face. It's fair. After I mentioned to her that she replied,
That sentence doesn't make any literate sense.
Basically, the Bridezilla texted her and said, well, if it's okay with you, I'd rather you not wear makeup to the wedding, since you will look way better than me if you do. Well, the insecurity lies deep in this one, doesn't it? I was shocked, she said. I laughed because I thought she was joking, but she said she was serious and told me I could wear mascara and that's all. She doesn't want me to outshine her because I know you will on her day. Honestly, this hurt a lot and put some other things into perspective for me, such as her ordering me the wrong size dress and having it look like a potato sack on me, and her saying, no, you look great. Oh, this is calculated. Or her intentionally leaving me out of getting my hair and makeup done. I feel really upset and I'm not sure what to tell her. Tell her to get new friends. That's what I'd do. If you have friends and you can't want them to be their best, most beautiful selves, then you shouldn't be friends with them and they shouldn't be your friends. And if you're so insecure that you're worried that your pretty friend or whatever is going to show you up on your big day rather, because they're very gorgeous, then you have some deep-rooted issues to deal with. That's all I'm going to say on that one. Very, very quick one. My best friend left me out of her bridal party because I was overweight! Oh my God! Some people really upset me. Because I was overweight and her mother thought that would limit bridesmaid dress choices and throw the wedding photos off.
Right, okay, well...
This is exhausting already. This is honestly quite exhausting. I'm just going to leave you with those little stories. If you're a bridezilla and you're listening, or you are listening and think, this is reasonable behaviour, really just have a think about why you are the way you are. No attacks here. This is just... Why would you make your best friend not be in your bridal party? Because they're overweight. And they'll throw the photos off. The photos are supposed to be the best day of the best day of your life. You're worried that they're aesthetically going to look bad. And what's wrong with overweight? I'm not getting into this too much. Anyway, let's move on to some tunes. I've got a corker of a story, very long, threaded, and it's all over text that I'm going to come back to after we've had some songs and some adverts at the 1:30. Thank you.